All right. Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk with Patrick podcast, one of the realest podcasts in the world, the land, the galaxy, and the whole entire universe. That is right. And I just want to make an announcement real quick. So the episode with Danyelle Jones, down about the air, the audio is not in the best condition just because I had accidentally forgot to press the setting. So it's a great episode, very informative, very powerful, but the quality is not as great compared to the other episodes. And you can hear everything in the background. All right. So my bad. Okay. But anyway, just join. All right. Just listen to it and take the information for what it is. And she has a powerful story. Very incredible person. All right. Let me hit that theme music. All right. Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk with Patrick podcast, one of the realest podcasts in the world, the land, the galaxy, and the whole entire universe. I have a special guest. Her name is Danyelle Jones. She's a program manager at Spectrum, and she works with adults with disabilities. So, how's everything going?
Busy.
Yeah,
Always busy.
I know I can tell,
Yeah.
but you do it so well.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So, I want to ask, what got you into work in that industry?
um, I started in home health many years ago, helping the elderly and disabled, and just needed something more. And I've known about Spectrum for many years. My daughter used to work there, and several of her classmates. So I knew a lot about it. Um, so I was wanting a challenge, something more than what I was getting with in home health, which I absolutely love. I still communicate with them. Some weekends I still go over and help them because since COVID, you just can't find good people to do it. So they'll give me a call and I'll go over and help them when I can. So I started I started with Spectrum and I was a one-on-one provider. I'm a CNA also. So those tools really come in handy. Um, and just worked my way up to program manager. Um, and we have tripled in size since I started there. Um, and I don't give myself the credit for that. I give my staff, who are all amazing, the credit for that, because without them, we wouldn't be the program we are. Their hearts are amazing. You know, they're some of them are young, 20 something, and for them to have those hearts for helping is an amazing tool. And you don't find a whole lot of them out there.
No, you really don't. I agree with that.
Because it can be a very messy job. A lot of toileting. Um, we have a lot of seizures. We have a lot of medical. We have some G tubes. We had a gentleman with a trach. So many different things go into it. And then I have higher functioning ones. So trying to come up with a middle for serving all of them can be kind of tricky. But without my staff, I wouldn't be able to account for all of that and to account for coming up with these different ideas to go out in community and base activities and stuff like that. So it's all a huge team effort.
I know it has to be exhausting sometimes, right?
Very,
Yeah.
but I thrive on it.
Yeah, that's good though. I mean, you're doing a good service to the community. To be honest,
They keep me going. They keep me going every single day.
Right. Well, I mean, so what do you do to, let's say, how to like with stress? Like, what do you do? Do you like just work out or what?
Um, I do a lot of yoga. I do aerial yoga. also. I do somatic dance on Sunday
Look at
mornings.
you. All
Um,
right.
and and I meet with a therapist once a week also.
Oh, you do therapy.
I do.
That's pretty cool. I haven't did therapy in a while. It's been a few years.
I love my therapist. He has saved me
Yeah.
many times over the last several years.
Mm, yeah. I mean, I think it's very important, to be honest. I need to get back into it myself, but
Yeah.
right now with my schedule, I just work out and I do this.
Well, so I want to pose the question because
To me?
yeah.
Oh Lord, okay. Go ahead.
um we met because of one of your jobs.
Yes.
And I know we've talked about it, how you want to get back to this community and what you do also. So that's a huge thing that I don't ever hear you give yourself credit for.
Oh, I mean, I appreciate that.
Because it's not an easy job.
No, it's not. It's really
So,
not. It's very heavy at times.
so I met Pat several months ago, and he brings in two of my clients every day. So they wouldn't be able to get to my program without you doing the service that you do.
Yeah.
So
And they're amazing people.
they're truly amazing people, all of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Nah, but I mean, you and I clicked, from day one when we first met.
Yeah.
And you just had this, good spirit about yourself, just real cool.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And like I said, it's definitely heavy because some days, like I enjoy what I do, but sometimes it get a little heavy at times. Especially some of the conversations I have with people, they tell me like how they were before they became
Mm-hmm.
who they are now, and I'm like, geez, I said, because any of us could be in this situation. All it takes is one
Absolutely.
situation,
Yes.
and it changed our life just like that. So
Snap.
I really, I'm just grateful for people like you and just even people like myself. I'm grateful for that because we need more people to help.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. So have you always been like a caretaker type person as a
From
child?
Yep.
Really?
I'm the oldest of three.
Okay, that makes sense.
We're down to two now. My brother committed suicide 27 years ago.
Yes, my condolences.
Friday is the anniversary of his death. So, um, and then I am also the oldest cousin. And so I think from the day I was born, that's what I've done. That's what I've always done.
How old was your brother at the time? I'm not trying to
He
dig too deep, but I just
no,
okay.
I will talk to anybody and everybody about it to get the awareness out because it's so very important. When he died in '97, it was a taboo. Nobody wanted to talk about it. Nobody wanted, we lost family friends that have been family friends of ours for since I was little. And because they were afraid that it was going to rub off onto their child. We would have people in the grocery store who we knew my brother had gone to school with, and back then it was a smaller community, but they whisper about us, and they would, oh, there's a sister, there's this mom, and we'd hear things that weren't true. So I would correct them. um, so I'm so glad that mental health is becoming a forefront and people are. I am shocked that it took COVID or, the deaths of or suicides of celebrities to bring it to the forefront, but it's something that millions of people battle every single day. He had just turned 18, January 26th, and
His birthday just passed.
yeah,
Right.
it was just last week. And decided to end his life on February 6th.
Wow.
They always say that there's signs, and there's, there isn't. There isn't. Not every case is the same. He did not give away his possessions. He did not tell people that he was thinking of doing this. There were no signs. Um, in Colorado, men 18 to 40, Larimer County specifically, we have the highest rate of suicide.
This is where we live at right now.
Yeah. Why that is, don't know. Cost of living, um, people losing their jobs. It's so many factors. I found that very interesting when I went through the Suicide Resource Center for counseling after he died. That Larimer County is the highest in the nation.
What?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. Wow, that's pretty sad and alarming.
It's horrible, and it breaks my heart. And in my instance with my brother, that's what he chose to do. I always, when I talk to groups or when I talk to children, they are children, his age, or young 20 somethings, I always tell them that they are loved, they are cared for, and the number one thing why they didn't think that suicide is okay is that their families will not miss them.
Wow.
And I can absolutely say, after 27 years, that is not true.
No.
His was just a snap judgment. I always describe it as a horse with blinders on. That's the tunnel vision, and that's what he decided to do in that instant.
Yeah. Wow.
And there was nothing. And I know from many years of doing this, if that's what they choose to do, that's what they're going to do. So if it wouldn't have happened the way he wanted it to the first time, he was going to find another way.
Yeah, I can relate to that. Unfortunately, my brother had committed suicide in 2008 as well. He was drinking when it happened. He had shot himself in the temple.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was a very crazy situation, because at that time, I didn't have the capacity to really try to empathize. I just thought he was being selfish at the time, even though I had taken
a lot
right.
of people
We
a
think
lot of
that.
people say it's a very selfish thing to do.
Right.
I don't agree with that.
No, I don't either. Like, especially after learning more about it. But at that time, like, I took psychology and stuff like that, and I started to understand more until it hit home. I'm like, oh God, and it was just such a I don't know, like it's still a weird thing now to this day. It's been since 2008 when he did it, and it was just it's still surreal to this day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I fortunately and unfortunately, I was the one that found him.
Oh my God.
He used a gun also, not to his head. So dealing with the PTSD, dealing with the trauma, dealing with everything that I saw, that I found, has been a lot. I do say, fortunately, because my mom would have been next one home. And if she would have found him,
that would have killed him.
Yes. And then we found out 2 days later that my sister was pregnant with the first grandchild. And that's what saved my mom's life. She had to look forward to having her first grandchild.
Wow.
So I say unfortunately, because I never want anybody to be put in that situation. But I say fortunately because God was the one who knew I was strong enough, who knew that I should be the one to find him, because it would be a different scenario.
How did you even deal with that?
Huh, it was a lot.
You had nightmares, didn't you?
Yeah. There's a lot of things. The nightmares never go away. Um, the little quirks that I developed after that, just because of what I saw, what I felt, what everything. Some quirks came out of it. Like I didn't have enough quirky things going on, but it's been 27 years, and still, a struggle every day, to just put that down. It has gotten so much better, because each year, it does get better, um, as far as pain wise, because you're not expecting them at Christmas anymore. You're not expecting them at the family gatherings anymore.
Phone calls.
Yeah. So, but it never goes away.
Right. No, it doesn't. Nah. I mean, certain movies, music will remind you of that person.
Absolutely.
And even with this whole mental health stuff, I think about it as well. And I think, when it comes to guys, a lot of us don't really have that safe space to really talk about how we really feel.
Yeah, and that's so sad, because it's a huge stigma. It's a huge stigma, that guys can't have mental health, that guys can't feel these things that people do. I mean, and that because you're a male, you need to just rub some dirt on it and go on, and that's not the case.
No, it's not. Nah, that's why I talk about it. I'm like, I'd be very transparent about how I feel a lot of times. And I feel better that way. It's euphoric for me.
Talking about it helps.
Yeah, you have to.
And that's what you have to do.
Right.
I do take medication for PTSD and for
that's a lot.
trauma.
Yeah, to find your brother that way.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I do take medication because I also have some mental health issues. I was born with this. It's not something that I can help. It's not something that anybody can help. I have depression. I have high anxiety.
I can't even tell.
I have PTSD. I have trauma. I have all of this. And I'm not. When I started on medication when I was 18 years old in high school, it was a huge stigma. You have to take antidepressants. You have to. Yeah, I do, because I want to be a functioning person in this world and be able to do what I do. And I I don't care who knows. I don't care if people agree with it. If they have a different way of dealing with it, good for them. I've tried that and it doesn't work for me. So this is what I do.
Wow. So you've been doing this for a long time, very long time. Wow.
Yeah, I got off of them for a while.
How did it make you feel?
I was good. I was in a good spot. I was, like I said, it was high school. And my brother died when I was 22. Um, and like I said, he had just turned 18, and realized I have to get on him. I need help, because at that point in my life, I was done.
So you made the decision yourself, or somebody made it for you? What suggested?
Um, I made it,
Okay, that show how mature you were.
but it was after a long period of time where I had said, I'm done and I want to give up. And I laid on the couch and I wanted to die. And I said, okay, I need help. I can't do this by myself.
Right.
And then I um, got off of them when I was pregnant with my first child, because I didn't want anything to happen. You know, you don't know what those class B or class A drugs can do to a fetus. So I got off of them just for a hot minute.
Hmm.
And my doctor reassured me everything would be fine. And it was. She's 23 years old now. And I stayed on them through my second pregnancy, and he's 21. Um, and sometimes, you know, every couple years you have to play around with them because you've just been on them for so long. Um, so my doctor is amazing. She has helped save me more than once, along with my therapist. So I that's what I have to do, and that's what I will do.
Wow, that's incredible.
I don't think it's incredible.
Well,
I
no,
think it's
what I'm saying, like, I think just the fact you took the initiative to help yourself doing all this situation, I think it's incredible. You show a lot of strength and
oh,
resilience.
thank you.
Yeah,
I
it's not easy
I
because I'm sure
try to.
you ever had like suicidal thoughts during those times.
Hmm.
I think a
Absolutely.
lot of us have though.
Yeah. I I don't believe people if they say that they never have, because at some point in time in your life, or you will, to come, I believe everybody has that thought. What whether it's I want to kill myself or I just don't want to be here.
Yeah, especially when shit get really crazy. Good grief.
When shit gets really crazy, that's
It's no way
absolutely
out at all.
absolutely correct. And that's what I call the rabbit hole. We all spiral down this rabbit hole. My brain works just constant 24/7.
How's your sleeping?
I sleep great.
Really? Even with your brain moving 100 miles per hour?
That's why I take the medication
Okay,
I
that makes
do.
sense. All right.
Or I would be up for days just making lists of everything I had to do. And this is when I was raising children and I was a stay-at-home mom. Okay, I got to get this one to soccer by this time. I got to help in the room. I've got a party to throw in one room. I've got, you know, and so I would just be up all night and days and just going and going and going. Oh, wait, I need this to add to the grocery list. Oh, wait, I need this to add to this. So it was just pushing down all of that trauma and PTSD that I had to get out. So a lot of therapy, a lot of my mother-in-law is a counselor. She was a counselor for a school district in Nebraska, and she used to call me, and I would help her talk down young girls, 17, 18 years old, talk them down because they had come to her with these feelings.
Hmm.
And like I said, the number one thing I always hear is my family won't miss me.
Wow,
And
that's crazy.
it is. But in that time you're not thinking about
Mm-mm.
your family.
Right.
thinking how heartbroken you are. You're thinking how sick you are, how, whatever is going on, um, that you don't think, hey, how will this affect my family?
Right. That's very true. We don't think about that in those moments at all.
No, no.
Wow. Well, wow. Amen to that. I'm glad somebody's done to help. I mean, that's why I'm glad you're sharing your story, because I think this will help a whole lot of people. It helped me right now even listen to this, to be honest.
Oh,
Because I
thank
had,
you.
I had certain feelings myself. I did. And I talk about that. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great to do it. It's
It
great
is.
to get it out. And, that's who I am. So you either have to accept me or
Don't.
move on down the road,
Yeah.
because I don't need it.
So do you think that mental health is getting, well, not mental health itself, but do you think the actual, I guess, the acceptance is getting better?
We just opened, I don't know if you know, we just opened, it's past the landfill on Taft,
No,
going
I
to
didn't.
Loveland.
I didn't know that.
They just opened a 900 bed facility that the voters voted in 4 years ago. It's a beautiful facility, 900 beds. And in the first 3 months that it was open, all of those beds were full.
Wow.
Yeah.
That quick, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it is. It's a huge thing, and it's going to be, and we need to continue to offer a safe place where an individual cannot feel like they are bad, or because of the way they're thinking or what they've done, that people will look at them differently. A place that does not dehumanize, because there are several places that dehumanize you as an individual when you go to them and you say, I need help. They're going to strip you down. They're going to put you in a fabric jumpsuit and take everything away from you that you have. And that's not any kind of way to deal with mental health, with suicide, with schizophrenia, with so many other things. Don't dehumanize these individuals.
Right.
I have one of my yoga instructors. She does a class out there every week, and she loves it. She absolutely loves it.
It isn't Kate, is it?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not. But she's amazing also.
What up, Kate?
Yeah, Kate. I told her I left dance a little early.
Oh, she knows.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
what's up?
I left dance a little early this morning, so I could get back home and get ready for this. And
well, I appreciate that.
On the way out, as she was getting the slings down, because that's what we do at the end, just to come back, and it's just like a cocoon, it just
it's pretty cool. It's different.
She said, "Oh, you got a busy day," and she gave me a kiss on the cheek, and I said, "I'm doing the podcast with Patrick," and she goes, "I'm so glad." So, Kate at Live Beyond Limits, I'm going to shout out to her. She is another one who has saved me. She's an amazing healer. She's an amazing woman. What she does, and I love the podcast that you did with her.
I'm glad you checked it out.
She just has that aura, and she's done Reiki on me several times, and she just has that aura. She's a healer, and I thank her every day when I see her at yoga for being able to take some of that out of me.
Yeah,
because it's not an easy job that she does either.
I mean, no, it's draining too.
Very.
It has to be.
Very.
I can only imagine. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. No.
There's no way. No. So I meant to ask you earlier before we got started. Where are you from? Like, where you originated from? What's your
I
upbringing?
I am a native Coloradoan.
Okay,
I was raised in southern Colorado, down by Pueblo. Gonna give my family and peeps a shout out down there.
all right.
It's a tiny little town. Like we just got our first street light
Really?
several years ago.
Several years, like recent years.
Oh, it's probably been about 20 years, but
Damn.
always something we joke about. Little tiny town called Fowler, Colorado. So I was raised part time down there, and I was raised part time up here because all of my family was down there. Um, my great grandparents on both sides founded the town.
Really?
So back in the day, I was related to every single person. My uncle on one side and my aunt on one side. Every 4 years, they would go at it to be mayor. Um,
Wow, amazing.
yeah.
Okay.
It was, you know, we always say, there's about 1,200 people, and that's including all the livestock.
Really
So,
interesting.
yeah, so it's the valley. You have Fowler, you have La Junta, you have Rocky Ford, and just tiny little towns until you hit the Kansas border.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, did you like that town or not? Too?
Absolutely. Oh,
Oh,
it
okay.
was the best childhood. Um, be, because there's so many of us.
Yeah.
um, and being raised down there in that community at the time, it's so different now. At the time, is a very Lutheran community and a very Norwegian community. So my my uncles, my cousins, they all played roles in the church every Sunday. They were pastors. My grandmother taught Sunday school. My aunts taught Sunday school. My grandmother was a missionary. She traveled the world extensively to help out in hospitals everywhere around the world. So very tight knit, close community, and we had the best time getting in trouble. So
Yeah,
much trouble.
I'm sure.
When your aunt or your uncle is the mayor and you have access to all the keys in the town.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Huh, I gotta hear about this now. Wow.
Yes, there were so many of us and so many good times.
So are y'all still pretty close? Well, I guess the ones that are still alive.
We are all over the world now.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've got a cousin who just recently moved back to New Zealand. I've got family all over the world. As you grow and you get families, and but I still do have a lot of family down there. But it's changed over the years because the federal prison is right outside of Fowler, so you get those guards moving in the prison staff, and then they move on to different jobs. So there's just so much influx now. And now that all of my great uncles have passed away, um, I have a lot of family up here too that came to CSU. Um, and so we are all just so spread out. But that's why I use social media, because I love to see where they're at. I love to see the pictures of New Zealand where my cousin lives, and all of their travels.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
I had
really
no idea.
cool.
Huh.
Yes.
So how has it changed on Fowler? Has it changed in a good way or a bad way?
Oh, it's horrible.
Really? Damn.
Um, the drugs,
Oh
the
yeah.
amount of the the amount of heroin and fentanyl coming into the
It is
valley.
sad.
It's
Jeez.
killed several of my family members who
Oh really?
um,
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that.
tried to get off of it. And I mean, I did a lot of shit in my day. I'm an 80s girl. I did a lot of shit, but heroin and meth was not something I did.
Mm-mm. And the
Um,
fentanyl, that's killing a lot of people
and
for real. Mm-mm.
um,
Oh no no.
my nephew died by fentanyl last December.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Um, so it
Was it this past December or the year,
a
December before?
year. It
Okay.
was a year. December 22nd. It was a year.
Wow.
And he left behind three of the most gorgeous little babies you've ever seen. Um, it's just too powerful. It's just too powerful, and it overtakes you.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I know. I wish there was something that could be done about it. But
Yeah.
what can you do?
I mean,
I guess
we
educate people.
yeah, and I have family who have tried, and they've gone into 90-day treatment facilities. They've done great for a couple years, and then
Relapse.
boom, it just takes one time.
Wow. Hey, do you think he was dealing with something internally, trying to escape from something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He had a lot of PTSD. He was an Army vet. He was 27 years old at the time. Um, I remember the day he was born, and it just the most beautiful soul, the most handsome young man you'd ever meet. And he just got mixed up with the wrong lady.
Yeah, it makes a difference. The kind of people you choose to engage with.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, my condolences to you and your family for that.
No, it was a tough one, but
Yeah.
our family's very resilient.
Yeah.
We we have to be.
So does your family enforces therapy as well outside of you?
um
Or you're not really sure?
I yeah, I'm not real sure.
Yeah. Well, they doing something to get through
Yeah. They, we all drink a lot. I
Yeah.
mean, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you have a pretty good support system, I think.
I have an amazing support system. My work family is absolutely amazing. My clients every day, they don't know what they do for just being born the way they are. They don't know what they do to heal my heart every single day. They don't know the amount of love that they fill me with every day. And that's why I give back, and that's why I do what I do every single day, is because um, they're so special. They're so special to me, and there's nothing that I wouldn't do for any of them. I have done emergency respite, and having to get individuals out of a bad situation, and watching this individual living with me for 6 weeks and coming back to her old self is amazing.
That is amazing.
And and she is back to herself. She is such a beautiful person, and I am so happy that she's in a good place. She's in a great place, and I get to see her every day too. So
No, that's nice. That's real nice. Wow. Well, that's fulfilling.
it is. It is. I mean, not gonna lie, some days it's real ugly. um, in behaviors and seizures and the toileting, and sometimes it can be real ugly, but we always depend on each other as a team. And I always say, if you need to tap out, let me know. I will go in.
Yeah.
I will do that. I do not ask anybody anything that I would not do. Um, and we care for them and we love them, and it's an amazing program because it also offers respite to these host home providers or these family caregivers, because it's a 24/7 job.
Oh, absolutely, it is.
Depending on the disability, and it's a 24/7 job that never goes away, because this family has chosen to take care of their child. So why not give respite to them for 6 hours a day, and they can go take a nap? They can get errands done. They can, go out to coffee with their spouses. And so that also gives us a huge, it just fills our hearts, because all host home providers know what they're getting into. All family caregivers know what they're getting into, but you really don't know until you're down in the trenches. And there's some absolutely amazing people out there who care for these individuals 24/7.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I thank them every day for what they do.
Absolutely. As you should. I mean, that's incredible work. And
It
I was thinking
is.
about seizures. That seizures are scary.
They can be,
They
yeah.
can be.
They can
Because I
be.
had a situation where I had to help someone. It's one of the people I pick up, and she had a situation, and luckily I was there to catch her. And I put her on her back. Well,
Yeah.
I turned to her side, let her do her thing, and the ambulance came. I had to tell them what had happened and
Mm-hmm.
everything. I don't bring it up to her. I don't say anything about it at all because I don't want her to feel embarrassed. But
No.
it was definitely a scary thing because she was falling out the mouth, her eyes on the back of
Mm-hmm.
her head and everything, and people just staring.
And that's, the fucking people just staring. I I fucking hate it.
Yeah,
I have yelled at so many people in stores because I've I've had a client out, and we were doing some shopping at Safeway,
mm,
and um, she had a seizure, and it just, the staring alone, and I was like, what the fuck are you staring at? Okay. And I got her over to a safe place. I pushed our cart down, got it out of the way, and because I'm trained in this, so that's what I do.
right,
That's what we all do.
right,
Um, and we were in the self checkout line, and the line was just backing up because they were just standing there watching her. And I had, put my body behind her so that people wouldn't see, and protecting her. And I I looked I looked down the line and I said, "What the fuck are you looking at? Get your grocery shopping and get out of here." And the kid who was standing there, monitoring the self checkouts, he gave me this look of, get her out of here now. And once her seizure stopped and I was able to get her back into the car safely, and he just looked at us when we left, and I said, I don't know what your fucking problem is, but this is not something that she can help.
mm-mm.
And um, we left.
Wow. Yeah, people are weird. People are very weird. Gee. Well, not only that for me, like not only they were staring, but people's on their phone. Like it's like nobody wasn't paying attention to her about the phone. I called her.
Yeah, and they were probably recording it or
Probably,
something. Yeah,
probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah, that's humanity.
Yeah, especially nowadays, people do things for attention and likes a lot nowadays.
Yeah,
And just want to go viral,
absolutely.
which is ridiculous.
For somebody else's disorder,
Yeah,
that's not right at all.
no, but that's the era we in right now.
I know it's all about social media.
I know. I like social media, but at the same time, I hate it. I like
Yes.
to connect and do things like this is great, but I see people say a lot of things they want to say in people's faces. People very disrespectful. People post a lot of crazy stuff that doesn't make sense to me
Yep.
at all. And I'm saying I'm a saint. I'm not a saint at all. No, no, I'm not.
I am so far from one.
But I'm just saying, I'm getting older. I'm looking at things differently as well.
As we all do.
Yeah, we should.
I'm approaching in May. I'm approaching a big milestone. I will be 50.
All right. Okay. That's
I,
awesome.
I don't like admitting it.
That's
But
okay.
That's okay.
It's great.
That's okay. So as you were saying, I mean, as I get older, now approaching 50 in a couple months, you see things differently than even you did last year.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or 6 months ago.
Well, we also going through a metamorphosis, right?
So absolutely, yeah. Every single day, there's always something new to learn. There's always something new that we can be doing to give back to our community. Or I've just learned over the last 4 years, not even 4, okay, I'm gonna be real. The last 2, maybe. Okay, literally the last year, I have finally learned how to do self-care. I had no idea what that was because I am a caretaker by nature, by heart. So I always thought that was so selfish of me to take care of myself and put myself and my needs in front of my loved ones, my children, my clients. I always thought that is so selfish. You can't do that. You have to be there to help them. Mm-hmm. And the last year, so it took me 49 years to learn this, is self-care. And I don't feel guilty about it.
And you shouldn't.
But it took a lot of therapy to get me there.
Yeah.
Because that's who I am. So my self-care is being wrapped up in that cocoon during aerial yoga.
It's pretty nice though.
It's so
I almost passed out one time.
I get it. I just want to fall asleep. And is doing yoga and is getting massages and having Kate do Reiki on me. And I also play for Special Olympics with a lot of our clients. And we had the most amazing softball season when it finally started. All our games were canceled May and June. First game was in July.
Wow.
I know. So we had an absolutely amazing season. Our football team, it was so much fun. Basketball, they're killing it. And I can't wait for May, and I'll be back out there playing with them again.
How many games y'all play per season?
So softball was 8 to 10. Football's a little different just because Denver has more opportunities. It's so much bigger. So our football games, we had regionals and we had a district and then we had a state. But practicing once a week, with CSU's unified team, and they have a great unified team. CSU welcomed us onto the field all free. They fed us. They just opened it up, and it was such an amazing experience to see all of these football players and their families. And what I love most about doing Special Olympics is everybody cheers for everybody. It's not, I'm just going to cheer for my Skyhawks. I'm going to cheer for the other team also.
I gotta go to one of them games one day.
They're so fun. They're so fun.
Do you guys like have like tickets you sell, or you just just come through?
Yeah, they're all free.
Okay, I gotta come one day. Seriously,
it's so much fun, and everybody's there for the same reason, and that's to support them, and that's to support Special Olympics, which is huge to my heart. And that's to support each other.
Absolutely.
Because this community is small. So we have players who come into my program who play for CSU or other teams, and then we have the ones that we see every day who, so, and they're on different teams and they're rivals, but it's all of us cheering on for every single one of them, no matter what. Wow. So it's a great experience. It fills my heart, and they're amazing. We have the polar plunge coming up in April.
Oh, you done that before?
And
do you like it?
In Windsor, they moved the event. Last year they started in Windsor. This year it'll be in Windsor again. We all just raise money, and we run into the Windsor Lake in April, first thing in the morning.
You do it?
Yeah, yes, we do it. And then we head across the street and have some beers and celebrate, get warm, and celebrate that, hey, you showed up and it's very early and it is freezing, but you raise money for an amazing cause.
So let me ask you this. You didn't polar plunge when it was like really cold outside, did you?
Well, it's set, when is it? April 13th, I think. So they don't change the date just because you get snow.
Right. Well, because one of my guys I'm interviewing, he jumped in. It was like negative 15 outside. He jumped in the lake. I'm like, dude, I said, really?
Well, yeah, no, they would change it then.
You wouldn't do it?
Hypothermia is a real thing.
Some people into that. I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
I done a cold plunge one time, and whew, that was too much for me.
Yeah, no, I'm not shocking my system that much. Yeah. Not without having beer after.
So do you just jump your whole body in the water, or what?
You can run in. Yeah. You can plunge your whole body down.
So your clients do it too?
We do have clients that do it. Yeah.
Really? How they take it?
They love it.
What? Really?
They love it.
Wow, amazing.
And Spectrum is a Gold Star member, so we sponsor the event, and we are super excited for April.
You excited about doing that?
Yes, absolutely, amazing. Absolutely.
Oh, that's amazing.
we all are. We all are.
Huh.
Because it's it's a team thing, and it's a team building thing, and it's fun watching everybody. If they want to dress up, if they want, it's called the polar plunge. So there's many people who, come dressed up as polar bears.
Really? Okay.
There's, these, a lot of teams, they'll do all tie dye. So it's just such a fun
So what do you wear?
experience. Um, I don't know. We'll see what we come up with this year.
Okay.
We'll see what we come up with this year.
Huh. I do it again, but jeez.
I mean, obviously, the less the better, because if you're going to go in long sleeves and sweats
No,
to get those off in
no,
that freezing cold
no.
water
That's
after
that's
you
worse.
come running out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what we come up with.
Oh, geez. Well, I done it basketball shorts.
Yeah, we had several do it there,
And that was
and
hard.
take their shirt off,
Yeah, I did
and
that.
yeah, and you run in and run out.
Oh, so you don't stay in the water for long?
Oh, you don't have to, no.
Okay, I thought you stayed for like 3 or 4 minutes.
Oh, no.
No? Okay. So you just jump in the water and then you go out and have some beers over there.
Yep.
Okay. Do you have food too?
Yep. And it raises money for an amazing cause.
That's pretty cool. So do a lot of people show up?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Hundreds of people, thousands of people. There's so many teams that register through Special Olympics, and you don't have to have a team. They ask each person to raise $80. And people get that out through social media, through their friends, their family contributing to it, and it all goes back into Special Olympics of Colorado.
Right.
And to help them be successful and get to play the sports and get to go to the camps.
Yeah.
And get to do all these amazing things that are offered.
That's pretty awesome.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Huh.
Well,
I do want to come to one of those events one day.
Yeah. So
just show support.
April 13th.
April
13th, I think. I'm not exactly sure on that. I'll have to look.
Is that like on a weekend?
Yeah,
maybe?
it's on a Saturday morning.
Okay. Saturday morning.
I know.
Huh. Well.
Yeah, it starts at like 8 a.m. too.
What?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
So.
Well, one day I would like to come to one of those games and just show support at least.
Yeah. So.
I don't know if I jump in the water though.
The Spectrum Skyhawks, the basketball team, they play every Saturday, late afternoon, early evening.
Are you coach?
And it's heck no.
Oh, okay.
What? And it's at Weber Middle School, so not far from here at all. And no, do I what? No.
You watch basketball, right?
I just sit on the sidelines and cheer.
So you don't even play?
I am not playing basketball.
No. Okay. All right. I thought you had a good jump shot or something.
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah,
I am so uncoordinated. I can't even walk and chew gum at the same time.
Well, I've seen you do yoga before. You're pretty good.
Yeah.
You're better than me with it. That's for sure. I mean, I'm trying. I'm getting better somewhere. That aerial yoga is kind of hard, though.
It can hurt a little bit.
Yeah, it can. Yeah, because some of those things, I'm like, I can't do that.
Yes. It can hurt a little bit. But you have to, once you get wrapped up and you get up in the air, it's all about your body holding you up and not just letting the silk hold you up, which took me quite a while to figure out.
Yeah.
After I went, oh shit, this hurts.
Yeah. I mean, but it's really like relaxing. If it makes sense.
It's so relaxing.
It is. And I got kind of nervous though. I was upside down. So, oh shit, I'm about to fall the fuck down. But I caught myself.
Yeah, no.
And even certain positions, I can't, like, when it go through your leg, I'm like, I got too much going on. I can't do that. No. So I just wait this out for a while till y'all done.
Yeah, I love doing it. I love trying new things. I love experiencing new things. And,
yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start doing the silks. Yeah. So it's been a great experience.
It is a good experience.
I love it.
Well, I could tell I changed as a man because because before I moved here, I would never have done that. But since I've been here,
Yeah.
I tried that. I hike in the snow. Well, I done it one time. Yeah, I do a lot of different things now. I just try to have the Colorado experience.
Yes. Colorado
It's great.
is unique.
It
It
is
is
unique.
very unique.
A lot of nice natural places as far as the mountains and
Yeah.
different trails to walk on. So it's pretty cool.
It's beautiful, and I know I take for granted everything that there is to see in Colorado. I've seen these mountains my entire life. I've camped all over Colorado, and Wyoming, and you know, Wyoming is beautiful also. It
Yeah.
doesn't compare to,
No.
well, you've got to get to the Grand Tetons
I've never been that
and
far.
down further in Wyoming where you're just
Really?
amazed. And then you've got Yellowstone not far from that.
I've never been there.
And so I always say I take for granted the beauty that is Colorado, and the amount of sunshine we get all year is pretty freaking amazing.
It
Because
is.
for example, yesterday our rain, snow, sleet,
Whatever that was.
thunderstorm,
Yeah, that was
snow
interesting.
squall, whatever that was.
Yeah.
And today it's 40 degrees.
Really?
And sunny.
I ain't been outside.
And there's all those memes that go around, once it hits 40 in Colorado after a snowstorm, we're all out there in our bikinis, and
Pretty much.
we're like, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go outside and feel it. I might wear some shorts today, probably.
But it's real. It's real.
It is. It is.
We adapt to it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Nah, that's amazing, huh? Well, I've been to Wyoming before, and it's really windy.
So windy.
It's very and I don't know. I just, no offense to people from Wyoming that I've met, y'all cool. I'm not really impressed.
Well, keep traveling.
Yeah.
Keep going, and
you must have family in Wyoming. Because you defending Wyoming right now.
I do have family in
Wyoming.
Okay,
that makes sense.
But I go to Saratoga, Wyoming a lot.
Okay.
And I camp by myself. You just drive up to the lake, and I throw my tent out and throw my paddleboard in the lake. And the Hobo hot springs, they're world famous, 5 minutes away in town. And it's 100, so they have one hot spring, and they call it the lobster tank, and it's 117 degrees. I won't even put my foot in it.
Really?
And the other ones are about 100 to 108. And then they funnel it down into the river, and just sitting in the river and having the hot springs. The sulfur smell is not so bueno, but and then you just hop over some rocks and you're in the river temperature. So, and you see the deer come through and the river otters doing their thing, and it's just beautiful.
Wow.
So
I'd be in awe if I saw that.
And it's 2.5 hours away from here.
Really?
So I get off of work on a Friday. I take off. I have my tent, everything set up by dark, and I'm good to go.
See, I got to travel more now.
Yeah.
But my car in the shop, but once I get it repaired, I need to start traveling more.
And I did a 7-day, I did 10 days actually last year, camping trip by myself.
In the spring or the summertime?
It was in August.
Okay.
And super hot. Yeah. I went to Saratoga. Super hot. but I had to get away and had to do it myself. And I met a wonderful family from Wellington who just happened to have a son with Down syndrome. And the first night I was there, he just came running out to me. I was walking up to the restrooms and he came running out to me and he just grabbed my hand and wanted to show me around the lake. And his dad kind of went, "Whoa, stop." And I said, "That's okay. This is what I do for a living." And he goes, "You do?" And I said, "Oh yeah." So he walked me around the lake, and I went back. His mom pulled up. She was just coming back from the lake, and we introduced ourselves. And it just so happened the week before we had played his team in softball, and we beat them.
Oh,
And
snap. Okay.
they were
Wow.
undefeated.
Wow. That's messed up.
So I just looking at it from a spiritual point of view, that's where I was supposed to be at that time for those amount of days. And we barbecued together every night. And they live in LaPorte.
That's not even
And
that far. No.
yeah, so small world. um Everyone says, well, who better than to run up to but you're also in the middle of Wyoming, and and I'm like, oh my gosh, so it was a amazing experience. And it was, I learned a lot about myself camping by myself for that time, and loved every minute of it.
Wow. Well, that's pretty incredible. Do you still keep in contact with the family or no?
I do.
Okay. Okay.
I do. And some of my providers are helping him
Really?
with one-on-one services.
That is pretty awesome.
So yeah, just small world. And this is a community where everybody helps everybody out. So I said, oh hey, I have connections. And she said, oh, we do this and this. And now one of my providers is helping with doing respite for his family. And um, once or twice a week. But so I am so glad I was able to help them out and bring more awareness, because she had no idea that these services were out there for him because he's still in high school. So bringing awareness out.
Yeah. Wow. That's pretty awesome. So I know he does respite. Does he? But does he ever come to your facility sometimes or no?
No.
Okay.
No. He's in high school,
Right.
so
Right. Right.
he goes to school every day.
But how long are you guys open till? Like 4 or something like that?
9 to 3.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. So never mind. So he's still at school at that time.
Yeah, my program is 9 to 3.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That was a dumb question. I know.
That wasn't dumb. I mean, how would you know?
I know. I don't know.
You just drop off. So
I know. I stay and talk for a little bit, but then I gotta go because I gotta, take other people places and stuff. Man.
Well, yeah. I mean, you see my room. You see, I'm busy doing.
And the dog in there as well.
Yes, love him. Love him.
He liked me a lot now.
Yes.
The last few times I seen him, he helped, come with me so I could pet him and everything. And he kind of barked at me the first time. Well, not barked, but
he's thinking he's a big shot around there now.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, he's thinking he pretty much owns the place.
He's a celebrity.
So yeah,
everybody
that's what
knows
I say. Him. Yeah.
He's very famous.
And when his owner rescued him, that first day he brought him in.
Oh, he's a rescue dog.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay.
And I think he was like 4 months old, 6 months old, and he's there every day.
He's a good
And
dog.
he is, and he well, he loves my room because of the amount of food that is dropped on daily. But it's been such good exposure for him because you know, to be in the room, you know, with all different needs.
How do they take to him? They like him a lot.
Oh my gosh, they love him.
Yeah.
I have therapy dogs come in, Caring Canines, throwing a shout out to them. They bring their dogs in twice a week, and just we just love on them, and they know what their tricks are, so they're always asking the handlers, can we do this trick with Gracie? Can we do this trick with Pippa? You know, or we get them out for, you know, walks around the building, and the handlers are amazing women and really love coming in twice a week.
Oh, that's pretty amazing to me.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's so much fun.
You have a pretty good staff. Like the environment is real positive. That makes sense. Like real just chill.
Absolutely.
Yeah, everybody's so friendly, and even the clients is pretty cool as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They're amazing. There's nothing anybody in the offices, no matter if they're residential, supportive of employment, day services, day program, there's nothing that we would not do to help them.
So I got a question for you though. This is kind of off that.
Okay.
So okay.
Sorry,
No, you good.
I'm drinking my breakfast.
No, you good. You good. You gotta replenish your energy. I was gonna ask. I asked everybody this. So what would you tell your 18-year-old self if you saw her right now?
Oh dang.
You never thought about that, did you?
No.
That is sad.
What would I tell my 18-year-old self? I have no idea. You're gonna have to come back.
All right, I'll ask you after. Yeah, we'll talk about this out the record for sure. Yeah,
you're gonna have to come back to me. That hit me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
Yeah, it is, and I have no idea right now.
Yeah, it's okay. So I was gonna ask this other question. Then we talked about Reiki earlier. So were you always open to Reiki before, or you just became that way in recent years, like I have?
Yeah, no, that it wasn't something. I mean, I was open to it. I have a friend of mine who is Reiki trained also, and then COVID hit, so I wasn't able to go and have her do it on me. However you want to say it.
How you work? Yeah, I think it's how you work it.
But when I joined Kate's gym 2 years ago, her husband was practicing to get his Reiki license, or again wording, I don't know. So it was, I mean, it was all new to me. And I would go every Saturday for a half an hour, and then go to yoga right after that with Kate. And the more I became involved in the studio and everything that Kate has to offer, I have been more open to a lot of that, where I don't know if I just didn't know about it before, or I just was like, yeah, I don't need that. I do need it.
Yeah.
I do need it now.
So when you first done it the first time, did you feel the difference?
Yeah, I was going through a very, very difficult time, and it just kind of felt like all of that negative, bad energy had just released out of my body. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I did. That's a great question. Nobody's asked me that before.
So do you recommend people doing it?
I do, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you had to really be receptive towards it because I don't think it will really work if you don't really, I guess keep your mind open because I'm very open minded. I try to keep myself open as possible.
Yeah.
And when I done it for the first time, I definitely felt a different kind of energy. I felt.
Did you do it with Kate?
No, I did it with this other person. She was on my podcast as well.
Okay.
Yeah, she's in the other building though, like on the other side of you guys. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
but it was cool. But well, no, hold on, no. I did have it done. Well, not with Kate, but with another person there as well. And I'm trying to interview some other people that work there as well.
Yay.
Yeah, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think that with hypnosis and all this other stuff, I think it'd be pretty cool because I
Yeah.
want to know more about that.
I have been through hypnosis.
Is that real?
It
Did you
is.
bark like a dog?
Yep, I did.
You did?
Quack like a duck.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
For real.
What? Okay, I thought you were joking.
No, I am. I so am.
Cluck like a chicken. I want to try it though. I do. I want to try it one day.
Yeah, I had this amazing counselor through high school, and he recently just passed.
Oh, my
and
condolences.
it was a hard one. It was a hard one to take because he's been in my life since I was 18, and he was someone that I looked up to. And he is originally from Canada, and so the Native American side of him and all his life, the counseling, he was a drug addict and an alcoholic, and gave that up and went into jails and substance abuse places and counseled men on their addictions. And he was just absolutely an amazing man. But the other side of him was him being absolutely one with the earth. And that took me, he used to tell me all the time, just go out and take your shoes off and run in the grass. I don't like having my shoes off. And I don't like my feet in the grass.
Yeah.
It's a weird quirk that I have. But I did do it.
What's the final verdict?
I don't think I was really receptive to it.
Okay.
I have gotten there, but it kind of stresses me out just because I don't like having my shoes off.
So you want to try it again?
I do. But I mean, I'm always, well, in the summer, I love water. I love my paddleboard. I love the ocean. I love sitting on the beach. But there's just something about grass.
Why? Because of bugs?
I don't know. Even when I get home, I put my slippers on immediately. I just don't like having my shoes off. So he was a truly amazing man and taught me a lot about just becoming one with yourself, and that includes your surroundings and Mother Earth. And I never quite got that at 18, and then I went back later in life and saw him. We always kept in contact, and I went back later in life and saw him, and that's when it truly hit me. That and then being with Kate, that's what yoga is about, grounding yourself and about making these movements and giving yourself space, opening up your chest, opening up your mind, opening up, and that's what it's about. So that's when it all kind of clicked, and I went, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He knew what he was talking about.
So did he do yoga himself? Besides,
he did.
Okay.
He did. And being Native American and from Canada, he's like, come to the moon party that he's having, and I was like, what? And we smoking hookah out there.
Yeah.
What is going on?
You get to the zone.
Yeah. I never made it to one, but
You thought about going to one in recent years, at least?
well, no? Kate does a lot of that with Live Beyond Limits. They have, solstice parties with the meditation bowls. If you've never listened to, if you've never heard a meditation bowl, the first time, and I don't know what octave it was. I don't know what bowl it was. I don't know anything, but it hit that octave and I just started crying.
Really?
It just released something from me.
Really?
Yeah. The meditation bowls are amazing.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know if it'll do that to me. I have to try it, I guess.
Yeah. It was, she used to do it at the end of our yoga sessions, and, just to try and relax more in Shavasana. And she hit that note and I just started bawling.
Wow.
And it'll do that to a lot of people.
You must have some stuff you were holding in.
Oh yeah,
big time.
Always.
I mean, I do too. I'm not a big crier though.
I mean, I'm not either, but
it just happened.
Yeah.
So you think it made me cry too?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Yeah. It's Kate. She can do anything.
We'll have to see about that.
Yeah.
I want a challenge. I accept the challenge.
I truly recommend it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I had to look into that.
They are amazing.
Okay, I gotta look into it and try it, and then I'll let you know how I go. If I cry or not.
So I'm gonna ask you every morning when I see you, did you do it yet? Did you do it yet?
I know. I had to talk to Kate about that and see. I had to contact her.
I know there's a sound bath coming up.
What, like next month or so?
I think it's like the 17th of this month.
Really? Okay.
She has quite a few sound baths.
Because I know she has like the burlesque thing going on this, 17th at night. So.
Yeah, and the circus and the aerial to me is amazing. I mean, I'm there so much that I watch them practice in the open air gym, and those. I mean, that would freak the shit out of me.
Really?
Because in aerial, I have the sling, and I trust that, but you're up so high.
Oh no!
With what looks like a hula hoop, but it's a metal bar, and I mean, they have huge mats and stuff.
Still though, nah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's so much fun to watch.
Yeah, I watch it from afar.
From on the ground.
Yeah, with my feet planted.
with my coffee.
Exactly.
Oh hey.
Wow. Now that's pretty incredible. I mean, some people. I mean, I don't really have much fear either, but certain things like that, I do have fear because I have no control of it.
Yeah, exactly.
But if I have control, I'm good.
Yes.
Like I hate heights. I don't like flying planes, but I will fly. But I hate it. I dread it.
Oh, so yeah, I used to not like to, but I love it.
Really?
I hop on a flight for 8 hours.
Look out the window.
And end up in Germany and have a 2-hour layover and have my Hofbrau, and then I hop on the next flight and head on.
You have a window seat?
Not always, no.
I do sometimes, not intentionally.
I don't really care where I sit on the plane.
Well, I had one situation where the pilot, he was nervous because we had so much turbulence. It was a hurricane that was in the Gulf of Mexico because I had to fly to. My. I know it was for my dad's funeral. I talked about this before, but I had to fly to Dallas and then fly to Atlanta through that area, and it was the turbulence was so bad, and the pilot was like, "Hey, I hope we make it safe." I'm like, "You hope we make it safe, man? What kind of stuff did it say to us?" Right? What? Yes, facts. Yeah, they had me I was so nervous for real. I was super, super nervous about that.
Well, I always say if I go down, it's doing something I love.
On the airplane, though?
Yeah.
I want mine to go quick. I want to.
I mean, if I go down in an airplane when I'm on my way to Europe, it's doing something that I want to do and that I love. So I don't ever think about it that way.
You know,
I
I don't.
used to. I used to back in the day.
Yeah.
And then I got way, way, way more comfortable with it.
I mean, I don't like dying. Doesn't worry me. I just don't want to die like that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like not in the air. No, nah. No, I want to watch it.
Well, just know once you hit the water, you're done. So just
That's
think about
true.
it like that.
That's true.
How long is it going to take me to hit the water? Okay.
That is so true. Oh my god, that's so like I don't know. It made me nervous though, because like, I'm seeing everybody looking all, uh, you know, petrified. I'm like, geez, even the stewardess look scared. I'm like, God,
Yeah,
this is
no,
some serious stuff.
that's some crazy shit.
Hell yeah, it was. I'm like, I said, went to my dad's funeral. Like, this is ridiculous.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's horrible. I'm so sorry that happened to you.
I know it was messed up. That was bad. That was so messed up. But you know, I'm here.
Yeah.
So I survived.
You didn't go down.
No, you're not talking to a spirit. You talk to an actual real human being right now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, you never know with the new AI stuff.
That's true. I could be AI.
So
yeah.
Who knows, Pat?
No, you never know. No. So, do you have a social media you want people to follow you through, or I guess just your name, Danyelle Jones?
Oh, who wants to follow me?
You'll be surprised.
Like,
especially this type of stuff, they might have questions.
Which
website? No. What, Spectrum?
Yeah, spectrumco.com.
Spectrumco.com. All right.
And if there's anybody out there who would like to volunteer, would like to has any special talent, I have zero talent. Crochet. If you have a horse that we could come and love on. If you have I partnered with the city of Fort Collins with Parks and Rec, and that's their park, and they take very good care of it. And so if you have a project or a farm or something, we are always willing and eager to come out and learn new skills, learn new things. So I always throw that out. If you'd be willing to come in and volunteer your time, even to read or to crochet or to you craft.
Well, you asked me a question about like what doing music.
Yeah. I threw that out to you.
You did, yeah.
And you shot me down.
I know I did. I know. You shot your shot.
No. And I get it. I mean, if it's not in your headspace right now, then
I mean,
I get it.
What I thought about, I may bring like this equipment here and just let them like record if they want.
They would love it.
Record their voice.
Yeah.
On an instrumental or whatever.
Yeah.
Something had been made.
They would absolutely love it. It's just, something new and something like I have no idea how any of this goes on.
Yeah.
And so, just having them like I told you when I put these on, I don't like to hear my voice and
it sounds great.
Can hear it,
No, it's great.
But just new experiences and I have never talked into a mic before.
But look at you now.
Check,
Yeah, look at you. You are natural.
And that's the kind of experiences and new learning that I want to offer up to all of them, because it's something new for all of us.
Absolutely. One
of my providers is a DJ, and he is an artist here in town.
What is a DJ at?
At what is it, 830 South. It's the Chippers bowling alley.
Okay.
South.
Yeah. I take people there too.
he does a lot of shows there on the weekends. He just had a show last weekend in Denver. So he spins the beats, and he it has an amazing heart and an amazing soul. And so we do karaoke once a month, or like on our when we have our parties and stuff. And
Do you participate?
and I do.
I gotta see this.
I do.
I gotta see you do that.
So he brings in his huge speaker, and hooks us up with the microphone, and we're all just running up to the microphone to sing.
So what are y'all saying, like disco music or what?
Yes, because that's the only thing we can sing.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, ABBA is my favorite.
Yeah.
No, anything.
Yeah.
Huge. I've got so many huge Taylor Swift fans. So am I.
I know you are.
I have so many who love the Disney, and all different, and it's so much fun to just have that dance party.
That's pretty cool.
And we just clear the room, and y'all dance, you all sing, you all have fun, and the staff gets up, the director gets in and sings with us, other people from both sides of the office. I always warn people on the second and third floor that we're having a dance party, and they're like, we love hearing you.
Yeah.
So it's so much fun.
So you got a voice on you, huh?
Oh no.
Really?
No. I
want to hear a note.
I just look like I'm singing with them, but nothing is coming out.
Oh, you see lip sync.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't actually use your vocals at all?
No.
You should.
No.
Nah, I want to hear.
I can't hold a note to save my life.
Okay, well, we'll see.
No.
We'll see about that.
So that's why I threw it out to you.
Okay.
This microphone stand,
Yeah.
I think it's super cool.
Yeah. It kind of sucks though.
We have the handheld microphone and stuff. So, anything new, anything creative, anything fun that I can bring in or take them out to in the community. That's what we do.
How often do you do this? You have like a specific day?
Do what?
Let's say if I brought my stuff over there, like
I'd set it up with you.
You have a specific day to do that?
Yeah, I could set up a specific.
Oh,
day.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
We could do it in morning or afternoon, whatever.
Okay.
But
this had to be during the week or on the weekends? Or
weekday.
Okay.
You're coming into my program.
Right.
Bringing your stuff.
Right. It might have to be like when I'm off, because I work early in the mornings.
Yeah. Is my blonde hair rubbing off on you?
I think so.
Okay.
I had a blonde moment. Yes, guys, that's right. All right. So we will figure something out. We'll have to, I guess, I see you or you text me, whatever, and we just like trying to, I guess, we'll figure it out how we'll do it.
Yeah.
Because I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, even just an hour. If you have an hour
to
volunteer,
cool.
And I break it down into small groups.
Yeah,
I wouldn't just hit you with 34 people at one time.
Right.
You
sure? Okay.
The look on your face was like, what?
No, I'm listening. That's all.
Yeah. Hello, Patrick is here. Everybody go say hi. I would not do that to you.
That's how it is when I go places. Like I go to the gym and stuff. Like people love to talk to me. They do.
Yeah, but I mean, you're getting all everything in there. I mean, I go home most days and I do not even know what I have on my clothing.
Yeah.
Because he's just been laying his head on my shoulder and just, whatever's coming out of his mouth
whatever
is
come
coming
out.
out. And I don't even know anymore. And so, and that's okay. And that's okay because, like I said, the amount of love that I get from them, just being who they are, they have no idea what they do for my heart and soul. And so that's why I give back, and that's why I do what I do.
Well, you're very blessed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you are.
And then on top of everything else, I will be starting online schooling.
When?
Yeah, I don't. So next week.
Really? On a Monday or Sunday?
No, so it's all online videos.
Okay.
And then you take tests after them, and I think there's like 26 or 28 videos. It's 40 hours worth of videos, and then some videos are a half hour, some are 2.5 hours. But I'm getting my certificate to become a registered behavioral therapist.
Congratulations.
No, thank you.
Yeah, good luck with that. You got it. You can do it.
It's something I do every day.
Yeah, you perfect.
So why not
step it up?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you got it. You're gonna make it happen. I know you are.
Yeah, I will.
That's pretty cool. Wow. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, kudos. I support that.
I'm super excited because there's always more to learn.
I'm pretty stoked for you. I can tell you're excited.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you do some big things. Do you have any like future goals you're trying to accomplish? Besides that,
just no future goals.
You haven't thought about that either.
Huh?
You haven't thought about that?
No.
You live in the moment.
Yeah. I can't go beyond today.
I understand.
Or tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have those future goals, you know. Where would I like to retire at, or where would I like, where do you see yourself in 10 years? I have no idea. I know I love what I do. I know that that's where I belong, and I focus on that.
Just a great answer. Not complex.
Oh,
good. Good answer to me. I think so. I mean, I just want to be alive and healthy. Like that's my main thing.
Well, I mean, we all want that. But
indeed. Well, I think you're gonna do some like incredible shit. Like I'm rooting for you. I support that.
Thank you.
Yeah, make it happen.
Thank you. I will.
And I was thinking, I think the best day for me to come by would be like on a Friday.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Because Mondays is crazy for me. Then Tuesday, Wednesdays.
If you have an hour, Pat. No pressure.
Oh no, I can make it happen.
Listeners, podcast
no
people,
pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. No. But yeah, I could definitely do a Friday for sure.
Yeah,
I can make that happen like on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah, perfect.
Before 3:00, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweet. I can do that. I can I start bring my equipment, and like I said, maybe we can record a vocals or I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. I don't know.
That would be awesome.
I'm trying to plan this in my head, but I don't know.
Yeah, there's no planning.
No,
there's
just
no planning.
Spontaneous. Yeah. That's how I live my life, to be honest.
You just bring it in. Facts. And
later on this course, we just figure out on the spot. We just, all right, this is what you're gonna do right here. Blah, blah, blah.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I do. That's
right. Do you have any shout outs you want to give?
Oh my gosh, I've been given so many shout outs.
Yeah, you did. That's true. What about like your family, kids, parents?
If I mention my kids, they would probably kill me.
You gotta say their name. Just like kids.
I mean, yeah, my kids. Oh my gosh, my kids are amazing. I absolutely love and adore them, and now that they're adults, our relationship it's just different.
Yeah.
And all my family, and I give shout outs.
Yeah, you did. You did a lot
all the time.
You did, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good stuff. Well,
And a shout out to Spectrum Human Services, who is an absolutely amazing company. And
they really are.
they all have the same hearts, and we do it because we love them and would do anything for them.
It's a really good company. I can attest. I've been there plenty of times. I've seen what they do. They do some incredible work. The clients is very happy. The energy is great, like I said earlier. So yeah, I support it.
Oh, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
absolutely. And I appreciate you for coming through. Like you
Yes,
said.
thank you. I know it took
Yes.
me a hot minute
No, you good. You good.
to agree to do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would somebody think I'm interested? Why? I mean, this is what I do,
One day you're gonna play this back, you're gonna be glad that you recorded this. And your family will too.
No, maybe.
You don't think so?
You might be right.
Yeah. I think your dad would be okay with that, right?
Yeah.
He'd be fine. Your dad is overseas, right?
So he's my best friend. He has been there for me for so long. He has saved every email because he knows that I write and I type to get all of my stress and everything out. He has saved every email we have, and I can't even tell you how many
years worth of shit.
A lot of years worth of shit.
Wow.
So we always joke that we need to write a book.
Yeah, you should.
But yeah, he lives in the Mediterranean, so I visit there quite often, and he hasn't been over here in a hot minute.
Why?
So because he knows I'd rather go to him.
Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, it's the middle of the Mediterranean. Sicily is 90 kilometers from Malta, so it's an hour and a half ferry ride over there. So
my God, I can see why I wouldn't want to leave either.
Yeah, I mean we've done so many places together. He's my traveling buddy. He's my best friend. He has never judged me once. And he's British. So when he's yelling at you, it still sounds so nice because of the British accent.
Yeah. You ever do his accent sometimes?
I can't even.
Okay, you had any attempt. Okay. Wow, that's pretty incredible. So you plan on seeing him again real soon?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Well, you make sure you have safe travels when you do.
Oh yeah, I'm not going for a couple months. So
okay, well, you make sure he hear this. Okay.
Yes, I'm going to send it to him.
Yes.
So I need to ask you how I do all of that.
Oh so, yeah. I'm gonna have it on YouTube.
He's not on social media. Oh, he'd get on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, like Spotify.
Okay.
And,
they don't
like
have
that.
Spotify, and he doesn't do
really?
Spotify.
That is sad.
But he would probably do YouTube.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I'll just send you the link and all that. Like once I have it up, I'll have it up this Friday actually coming up.
Okay.
Yep. Oh. It was coming up Friday, indeed.
Okay. Do I get to listen to it before?
Do you want to?
Yeah.
That is what?
To make any changes.
I'm gonna put out some snippets though. That's what I do. I put snippets out first to kind of let people anticipate what's coming through.
Yeah. And I saw all of them that you did with Kate.
Right. So that's what I do.
Okay.
And then when they hear the episode, like, oh my God, that's so great. I'm like, yes, I told you did better than what you thought. Because it was plenty of people had, I thought it was gonna be bad. I was like, no, I told you it was good.
Yeah. I know.
We're all critical of ourselves. I'm critical of myself
like,
too.
I don't like to talk about myself. I don't like
it's
to.
Good, though.
I don't like to. But when you said that you wanted to talk to me about what I do and why I do what I do, and like I said in the beginning, that's also on you too, because you do a great service.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
For the elderly and disabled who would not be able to get around or even leave the house.
Yeah, I appreciate that. They love me. They give me cookies and stuff. shades, gift cards,
There's,
hugs.
oh my gosh, I know I get so many hugs
I
every
know you
day.
do. I know you do. I can tell.
My sometimes I go home and my shoulders hurt, and I'm like, oh, but it's from all the hugs I got today.
Yeah, that's a lot of love.
It is.
They show you.
It is.
No, it's very fulfilling for me too. Seriously. I mean, some days it can be a little too much just because I'm talking all day. I'm trying to entertain and make them laugh.
Yeah.
And then I go to the gym. I'm talking to people at the gym. Then I'm doing a podcast. I'm talking to people on the podcast.
And you're like, I just don't want to talk to people.
No.
I know. I get the same way too.
Yeah.
I get the same way too.
Sometimes you just gotta decompress for a second. Like with the self-love thing you were talking about earlier, like I've been learning how to do that over the years too. I try to take sometimes a day out the week where I'm just don't do nothing. I just chill, my PJs. I might go on YouTube for a second, but I don't really communicate with people though. You know, I just that's my me time.
Yeah, I get it.
You have to have that because you go crazy if you don't.
Yeah, and after we're done here, that's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go take a nap for the rest of the afternoon.
Really?
Yes.
It's still early. What kind of?
Yeah, no, it's 1:00.
What? That's not early to you?
Oh, I love my Sunday naps.
How long you sleep for?
Well, they're not really
You
naps.
said all day.
They're comas. I'll be out for like 4 hours.
4 hours?
Yeah.
Amazing. Wow. All right. Well, I appreciate you for coming through. You've been a great guest, very knowledgeable, great energy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, I appreciate this. This is Danyelle. Sorry, I messed up. I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this. This is Danyelle Jones. This is one of my peeps. So stay tuned in for the next episode. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You did great.